Hi, Mr. Kid. It's good to be in one of your classes again. Thanks so much for like all the videos you posted and like all the help that you've given. I like all the worksheets that like have been on all the quizzes and stuff. That's been awesome. Um, Reading through this article though, I was kind of like, did I learn the old way? Did I learn the new way? I wasn't really sure until like the very end, and it made me think I definitely grew up learning the old way. Um, the first one is, how do I remember learning geometry? Okay. I remember learning geometry with my dad. He's an architect in Seattle and designs custom homes, and he's very much like geometry driven in his work and stuff, because he does like to make really cool shapes like with houses and make them look interesting, like, and all of that is very 3D geometry driven from what I understand. It's way over my head though. Um, but I remember sitting at the dining room table like going through like math worksheets and him working with me, and he really knew like all that stuff, and my mom bringing like another element to it as an IT person working with computers. She would say, oh, in a computer this is how this looks, like a computer screen is a rectangle, and or a square back then anyway, and just bringing all those different elements into like learning shapes and stuff, which is like the basis of geometry in my mind. And I guess I got a whole new base knowledge of that though teaching preschool this last year, because so much of it was learning shapes and what is a triangle and what is a square and what is a rectangle, what are the differences between those, what is a circle and how is it so different from the other polygons. Not that we use polygons with the kids because they would go over their head. But yeah, I remember sitting at a table and like having my dad draw me diagrams of what shapes looked like and how they could be and how they could connect to each other. And I think current expectations are different than how I learned geometry. For that, I think, I don't know, I feel like the expectations haven't really changed from then to now, but learning with the new way, I'm sure they have changed, and I'm just not familiar enough with the old way of Euclid and all that stuff. We never learned about Euclid like at all. I didn't ever hear of him until I took my college math class here like freshman year a long time ago. But I don't know, I feel like the expectations, like overall you would need to like learn the same material, I'm sure, but like it's just learning it in different ways that you understand it better is the impression that I'm under from the article and my own experience so far. Um, so then I guess the next question, the most interesting difference from then to now, is kind of irrelevant since I like don't really know the differences. The article like kind of touched on it, about how like, it's all, I mean, I thought it was very, like, the article was focused so much on spatial awareness and the importance of that, that it kind of ignored like how the old versus the new was like so dramatic. But maybe I read it wrong. I don't know. Are we moving in the correct direction? Probably. It looks like there's a lot of research supporting the new direction that we're being taken in geometry and learning it, and how it just like overarches and crosses into so many different realms of not only math but um, life as a whole, that it's so important for students to learn and like at a younger age and be learning throughout their schooling versus just in high school or junior high or whatever it is or was. And I think it all starts at the preschool age and maybe even earlier, that like learning shapes and then, building on that throughout the grades, and everything is so interconnected in education that it really blows my mind like 100% of the time. Anyway, that's that. I think I got it. So have a good night. Bye.